Hey everybody, it's Stephanie and we are here to start our 7-day body weight arm challenge. And when I say body weight, I'm talking about using the weight of our arms instead of resistance bands or kettlebells or hand weights. So this is just using our body weight. I got so excited developing this. I have two versions. One version, and you'll see both videos in my YouTube channel listing. One version is where we are seated and we'll just basically be using our arms. It's kind of low key, but still getting you toned. And then the other version is more active. So it'll be utilizing the mat, like a yoga mat. We'll be working on all of our body with the focus being our arms and shoulders and so forth. So pick which one you want to do, or maybe do both. And what I would suggest you do before you get started with this challenge, if you haven't already done that, maybe you're just finding this video like now, and you haven't seen some of my posts on social media to prep for it. One thing I would do is print the downloadable. It'll be linked in the description box below, and you can that way print it out and have it as a checkoff thing, or just a reminder of what the exercises are that we will be going through for each video. And again, you can only do one video if you want, or you can do both, whatever you want. And then the other thing I would ask that you do before you start this is do a self-check test. What does your energy level feel like? How strong do you think you are in your arms? And also maybe even to put that to the test, so to speak, maybe see how many push-ups you can do, whether it's the regular push-up or whether you're on your knees and doing the push-ups, just to get a baseline, and then do them again at the end and see if you have improved any. Now this is a 7-day challenge, so you're not going to be all buff or anything like that. We're just working on building some strength. It bleeds into your mood being better, your energy level being better, a little bit more confidence because you feel a little bit stronger, all of those things, okay? It's kind of like a little jump start into getting our arms toned for the upcoming holiday season, so we can be carrying our shopping bags out to the car and not having to stop and rest or anything like that, because a lot of shopping is going to be happening very soon, right? Okay. So we are going to get into this version of the 7-day body weight only arm challenge. Is going to be a little bit more strenuous, a little bit more active, involve more of the body, even though our focus is on our arms and of course, shoulders and front and back of your upper body. The only thing you might potentially need if you have very short arms like me, and that would be a set of blocks. And if you don't have yoga blocks handy, then you can have a couple of books that are fairly evenly stacked so that you can have your hands on both of them for one move that's coming up a little bit later. It's called a tricep dip. That'll just give you a little bit more room to bend your elbows more. Okay, so just go ahead and let your arms come back and cross over a little bit. Open them up, let the other arm cross over. Give yourself a little hug here. Give yourself some self-love, a little pep talk before we do this. And maybe do a nice stretch overhead. Ooh, a nice stretch in between the ribs there. And maybe just one more of those. Awesome. And then just a couple of shoulder circles. And if you want to just do one shoulder since we're standing, and then the other shoulder, and just taking that out to the side, maybe lifting up the elbows a little bit. And then maybe even a lazy daisy backstroke. This would absolutely not get you any kind of medals at the Olympics here. Okay, so we are going to be doing 5 moves, and we will do 15 seconds to kind of set up or just give our arms a break, and then 45 seconds of doing the move. And we're going to do this twice through. Okay, so let's get started. All right, so our first move is called the back and forth inchworm. We're gonna be at the back of the mat, and we're just inhaling up, and then as we exhale, we're going to fold forward at the hips, and we're walking our hands out. So go ahead and do that with me, because this is one of those moves I'll talk you through as we do it. We're walking our hands back toward our feet, up and right back down. Walk your hands out, coming into that plank position, trying to have your body in a straight line. But because we're going through this a little bit on the quick side with it being 45 seconds, then you might might not be able to do that all the way. I think we have time potentially for 2 more. We'll see how that goes. Oh, I think I can make it. I think we can do 2 more. Woo! All right, last one here. Go back towards your feet, and we are done. Shake that out and go ahead and come down onto the mat. So coming down onto the mat, we're coming into a plank shuffle. So we are in a plank. You could totally do this with your knees on the floor as an option, and we're just going over twice, and then we're shuffling back over to the other side twice. That is our move. We're making planking fun. Oh my gosh, and it's a lot of work. So we're trying to keep our bottom in line from staying in with our head and our heels. But I understand if that's a little bit hard to do. Oh my goodness gracious. We have got maybe time for 2 more pass-throughs. How do you like this plank shuffle? Woo! And we get to do this again. All right, come back onto your mat in case you're off of it. Woo! Put your knees down just in case they were up, and shake that one off for sure. All right, so this one might take a little bit more than 15 seconds to explain, so let me talk to you about it first. We're about to do something called in and out cobra that I've dubbed. I don't know if anybody else calls it that, but what we'll do is start out in cobra position. So we're on our belly, our hands are underneath our shoulders, and we're just going to press up into what I call baby cobra. We've got the elbows nice and deeply bent, and it's really working your muscles in your arms. I can feel it, and I've just been here for a few seconds. We're coming down, and watch what I do with my hands. I'm going to let them go out 1 hand print, come back up, elbows are deeply bent. Again, we're working on strength in our arms, coming down, going out 1 more time, and coming up. And then what we do, because it's in and out baby cobra, push-ups, we're gonna come back in 1 hand print, and then down, come back into that original under the shoulder area for your hands, and then we just keep doing that for 45 seconds. So I wanted to make that clear with that. I won't have to go over that on the second round. So hopefully you had a drink of water while I was explaining that. I should have snuck in a drink of water as well. I've got my glass right there, it's taunting me. And we are going to set up. So come on to the belly and press up. I feel like I already did this because I was showing it off to y'all, so I was doing a demo. But I'm gonna do it with you. And the fun thing is, I'm going to be doing this again. I'm not going to just, copy this little video clip and put it at the end for the second round. I'm actually gonna do both rounds with y'all. Oh my gosh, I'm burning up. I have felt the heat. It's starting to erupt. I might break a sweat here. Okay, I think we've got time to go out and back in. Might have to pick up the pace here to get that last one in. Woo! All right, we did it. So we are going to shake that one out, and we're getting ready for that tricep dip. So we're coming onto our bottoms, our feet are on the floor, and again, my hands are short, so I'm just going to have my hands on top of blocks. We're lifting up so the butt is off of the floor, and we're just bending our elbows and straightening them back out. So you don't have to straighten, you don't have to lock out your elbows. And this is the move. Oh my gosh. I am telling you what, I'm breathing heavy. How are y'all doing? You've got to let me know when this video is over, or if you want to pause the video and take a quick break and let me know, like real time as you're going through it. How are you feeling? Oh my gosh, we have 1 more move after this and we'll be finished. And we have about 10 seconds left, so go ahead and maybe see if you can pop out 2 more dips. And just like that, and we're finished. Shake that out. Okay, so I'm gonna get the blocks out of the way, and we are coming into a plank, which can be on your knees or off of your knees. And we are going to be tapping our hands one to the opposite shoulder. So come into your plank, knees on or off of the mat, and we are just tapping hand to opposite shoulder. So if you're taking your knees to the mat, it looks like this. You're still getting a workout for sure, but if you want to have your knees off of the mat, that's fine too. Whew. I have my timer off camera, and we're down at 20 seconds, and I'm really hoping those 20 seconds go by super fast. How about y'all? Woo! Okay, we are down to 10 seconds. Let's see if we can get a couple more shoulder taps here, maybe 2 more. Oh wow, and we are done. Going back into the next round, so going back to that first exercise, which is the back and forth caterpillar. So go ahead and just take that nice inhale. And as you exhale, our 45 seconds should be starting. And then as you feel like you've gotten into that initial plank position, just come right back up. Come down. So this is a little bit more strenuous than the other version, which is seated and mainly focusing just on arms and shoulders and the upper chest and upper back. This one, as you can tell, is everything. Woo! And we're going to do this. I think we've got time for 1 more. I really, really do. Next up after this is that plank shuffle. So we're going to come up one last time. Woo! Okay, shake that out. All right, so we're going to go ahead, come down onto your knees. You can do this on your knees, or you can go into that full plank. The plank is better in terms of maneuvering in the shuffle. So we're just coming out a couple of times this way, a couple of times this way. It might feel like you're not quite doing 2 moves to either side, but we're doing our best. Oh my gosh, this thing really. I'm trying to think which one I think is the hardest. And you know what? I think it's this one. You'll have to let me know in the comments. Take a little water break and let me know. I'm really having a hard time doing the 2 shuffles, so just do the best you can. I think we've got enough time to go over one side and then start making your way back to your mat. All right, knees down and take that shake break. Okay, so we had our shake break. We're getting ready for those cobra in and out push-ups rather. So we are coming down onto the belly, hands underneath your shoulders, and then you're just pressing up, baby cobra. Elbows are deeply bent so that you get the most work out of your arms. And you're just letting your hands go out 1 handprint and then 1 more handprint outward, and then you're working your way back in. Just like that. So it kind of makes it feel like you're not doing that many push-ups, but to be honest, you are. And this is really a great way to build up your strength, for sure. Out. I think we've got enough time to work our way back in. Hands underneath your shoulders, one last one. Maybe straighten up all the way if you want. And then we're coming down, shaking it out for our next move. With that next move, I need my blocks. So I'm gonna put them here, coming down onto my bottom, getting the blocks behind me, hands are coming up onto them, and then I'm pressing the hips up, so I hope you are at home, and we're just letting the elbows bend behind us and then straightening them out. Again, you do not have to lock your elbows as you straighten them out. Woo! So imagine doing this for 7 days. And listen, don't forget, if this is your first day and you forgot to do your push-ups, maybe after this, go ahead and do a couple of them or see how many you can do. That's the goal. And then at the end of the 7th day, or maybe on day 8, see how many push-ups you can do. Whether it's on your knees or the regular push-ups, it does not matter. Okay, we have enough time for maybe 1 more dip and straighten out. And we are done. We've got 1 more move to go. Shake it out. With that last move, I'm getting the blocks out of the way, and we're coming into a plank on or off of your knees, and we're doing those alternating shoulder taps. All right, so straighten out, get ready, and start doing those taps. Woo, can you believe this? Now with this move, I know you probably feel your abdominals kind of squeezing up toward your spine. That's very natural because your body is trying to stabilize, and especially since you're kind of coming off of one hand and doing a little bit of a twist here. You're definitely feeling it. I bet you feel it in your legs. Planks are such a good overall body builder for strength. Woo. All right, I think we've got time for 1, 2, 3, 4. I bet we can do 2 more. 5 and 6. Down, knees down. Give yourself a little child's pose, sending the hips down towards your heels. And then as you inhale, just come up. Woo! All right, settle in. I'm just going to sit on a block here underneath my hips with my shins on the ground. Isn't that awesome? I feel so energized. My pulse rate is up. I bet my Fitbit is happy. And take your arms out. Let's just do a quick little stretch break. Maybe tilt your chin up, maybe have a little lift in your chest here. And as you exhale, just round your back, letting your hands cross over and land on the floor. Maybe your chin is tucking towards your chest. Good. And then come back up. We'll just do a couple of shoulder rolls here. You can let your elbows kind of come up as well if you would like. Good. Take that in reverse a couple of times. It always feels weird to do it in reverse. Ooh, wonderful. Let an arm come across and hook it. Do the same on the other side, but opening them up first. Wonderful. And then one more. Hands down. Nice big breath up. Hands touch. Maybe the fingertips touch. Go ahead and let your elbows bend so your hands are now behind your neck. Your thumb might be touching your neck. Inhale back up and down. Awesome. Okay, so this is it. You've got your first day down with this more strenuous version of the arm challenge with no equipment other than maybe a pair of blocks if you've got short arms like me. So if you enjoyed this, let me know below. Share this out with some friends and definitely subscribe and like the video. All right, see y'all later.